I'll tell you a little bit about it. This one is my fourth full-length book. It's called The Burning Where Breath Used to Be. And the one that's coming out after it is sort of its companion book. They were really one big book, and they were just too long to be one book. So I split them in two. And they wound up being a lot of the first one is social justice. There was a lot of anger around the 2016 election. That's where a lot of those poems came from. But also my brother had passed away unexpectedly about a year or two before then. And we had not a very good relationship. And he stopped speaking to me a couple of years before that. So he passed away without ever speaking to me again. So there was some, or I should say a lot of anger. And then there was a lot of forgiveness and a lot of soul searching that went on. And I've had a couple of friends pass away since then. So the arc that goes through both books is, I guess, the arc that goes through grief in general. You know, first there's anger and not the acceptance of it, and then the acceptance and the forgiveness. So this first book is pretty angry. It's got a lot of family, a lot of questioning of faith, questioning of like what's really going on in the world. And then the second book that's coming out is a lot more gentle. You know, it's sad losing friends and family when they're in their 50s. It just doesn't make sense. So I guess it's trying to make sense of that kind of stuff. And then the pandemic is, who can make sense of that? So my sixth full-length book is almost finished because we had a year of doing nothing. So I just sat here and wrote poems. That was one of the best things I think that came out of the pandemic was the poetry community. Everybody started giving free workshops and trying to get each other to write. So I made a lot of friends through Zoom, and we all encouraged each other. And now I have another book almost ready to go.